Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing the law of attraction. I provide audio coaching for breakup recovery, trying to get an ex back, attracting someone new, and life coaching. Visit www.dateme.tips for more details. Please check your spam and junk folders if you are expecting an email from me. So now let's get back into today's podcast, and today we are discussing the law of attraction. So you have likely already heard of the law of attraction, whether this is regarding relationships, dating, or trying to get an ex back, or perhaps it's connected to your job, your career, your goals, your aims, your aspirations in life. The law of attraction is something which lots of people believe in, and in today's podcast I'm going to be explaining what it is and my thoughts on it. I'll be giving you 3 points to consider, so please keep listening. So let's get straight into this, and point number 1 is, what is it? So the law of attraction is a belief or theory that states that individuals can attract positive or negative experiences into their lives based upon their thoughts and feelings. It suggests that what people think about and focus on will ultimately determine their outcomes in life. Now, according to this law, positive thoughts and emotions will attract positive experiences, while negative thoughts and emotions will attract negative experiences. This is because, as people say, the universe responds to the vibrations or energy that people emit through their thoughts and feelings. So believers of the law of attraction encourage individuals to focus their thoughts and feelings on what they want to achieve or experience in their lives, rather than what they don't want. They also suggest that individuals should practice gratitude and visualization to help manifest their desires. However, it's important to say that the law of attraction is considered by some to be pseudoscientific, and therefore has no actual evidence to support the claims that people who believe in it suggest it can do. So while positive thinking and visualization may have some benefits, there is no guarantee that they will lead to specific outcomes in the belief of many people. So what I'm trying to get across here is that the law of attraction is not officially scientifically proven. Now, the people who believe in it will try to give you all sorts of evidence, and the people who don't believe in it will also try to give their viewpoints and evidence as to why this doesn't work. But for people who do believe in the law of attraction, it's so important to have a positive mindset, because if you don't, you can manifest bad and negative things within your life. So if you believe in something positive enough, if you do enough visualization, if you do all of the things which can bring positivity within your world, people who believe the law of attraction will suggest that what you believe, what you focus in, will come to you. And if that is good, that will be good. However, like I just said, if it's negative, if you're focusing on things which are bad, if you have a thought process which isn't positive, if it's negative, then that as well in turn can bring negativity to you within what you are thinking of. This is the concept of the law of attraction. Like I said, it can be connected with relationships, it can be connected with your job, it can be connected with money, it can be connected with anything that people believe in, either positively or negatively. So now let's get into point number 2 and the second point of today's podcast about the law of attraction. And point number 2 is, do I believe in it? Well, the short answer to that is no. I don't believe in the law of attraction. However, there are a lot of caveats to what exactly I'm trying to say. So please keep listening through so I can explain to you what I mean by no, I don't believe in the law of attraction. I don't believe that there is some type of mystical force which can bring good or bad to us, depending on what we believe, what we visualize. I don't believe that that alone is going to make the decisions of the world. However, I do believe that positive thinking is very, very important. And I do believe that thinking negatively can trip you up in your life. So how can I combine these thoughts? How can I believe in positive thinking, but not believe in the law of attraction? Well, I think it's because that positive thinking puts you on the path to success. If you think positive, if you have a positive mental attitude, you are likely to live your life the right way. And if you do enough of the right things, enough of the time, you are likely to get results. If you knock on enough doors, eventually one will open. If you do enough of the right things, eventually the right things will come to you. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I believe positive thinking sets you up to live your life the right way. You're more likely to go to college every single day if you believe that if you go to college every day, you will eventually get your degree. Now, that doesn't mean that the belief that you will get your degree is going to get you the degree, but it's the fact that you're going to college every day which will likely eventually get you that degree. Similarly, regarding relationships and breakups, some people say to me, well, I've heard of people who have believed in the law of attraction to get an ex back. Can this work? Again, I don't believe in the actual theory of the law of attraction. However, if you live your life in a positive way, you're more likely to reattract your ex. If you are sitting at home alone with your head in your hands, you are not likely to be reattracting your ex. However, if you think positive, if you want to go out into the world, if you make new connections, learn new skills, and have a smile on your face, you are much more attractive. Now that is because of the actions that you have taken, not because of the thoughts in your head. Additionally, people say to me, well, why is it that when I manifest my ex back, eventually they come back to me? Well, I would say that that is a matter of a combination of A, time, and B, the positive thinking that I've just described. So not only are you thinking positively, but when people say, if I think of this long enough, what they're actually saying is it has been a passage of time past. So again, what does this mean? Well, what I would say it means is where there's been a sustained period where eventually a dumper can come to the point where they self-reflect, and if a dumpee has done everything right, this is when the dumper may consider reaching out and trying to reconnect. So I'm not believing in the law of attraction, I'm believing in doing enough of the right things to be an attractive person, plus time passing equates an opportunity for a dumper, in this instance, to change their mind and to reach out. Now, if you would like my support in a whole manner of ways, I can become your coach, whether that is life coaching, relationship coaching, breakup coaching. I provide an audio coaching service, and if you would like me as your coach or your teammate, then please go to my website, www.dateme.tips, for more details on my audio coaching service. So now let's get into point number 3 and the final point of today's podcast about the law of attraction. And point number 3 is positive versus negative examples. So now I thought I'd give some examples of what I mean by positive behaviour versus negative behaviour. Now, some people who believe in the law of attraction might say it's all about the manifesting and the thinking and the believing, but I would say that actions speak louder than words and thoughts. So I would suggest that the actions that somebody needs to take is what is going to ultimately lead them to that success. So, what are some positive examples? Well, regarding relationships, as I've already touched upon, if you've been dumped and want to try to get your ex back, you need to be living your life in the right way. You need to be moving out into the world, making new connections, joining new classes, groups and clubs, improving your skill set, and living your life to the full. That is positive examples of what you can do if you've been dumped and want to try to get your ex back. If you're single, you need to be doing somewhat similar. You need to be improving your skill set, getting out into the world and making new connections. It's not a whole lot different. You need to become a more attractive person. If you are within a relationship, you need to make sure you stay in dating mode. Dating your partner the same after 6 years, as you did after 6 months, as you did after 6 weeks. Do not become complacent. But how about away from relationships? Well, if you want to try to get a better job, you need to first off start by writing a list of things you would like to do. Really get it down on a piece of paper and see what types of things you enjoy doing. Then do the research about how you can get to that position. There is a likely scenario that from that point, you will likely need to get a new qualification. How do you get that? Well, do the research, whether it is something you can do at home, whether you need to join a college class, you need to follow the path. Make the plan and follow it through to the end. Again, if you want to manifest becoming wealthier through the law of attraction, I would suggest, again, it's linked to improving your skill set, getting a better job, starting a business, those types of things that come from positive thoughts, but also then need action. So what about the negative examples? Well, we've already spoke about the positives, but the negatives here, well, it's in a relationship. If you are in a connection already, if you are not dating your partner, if you are allowing yourself to be complacent, if you are no longer making an effort, that is negative. If you're a single person and you don't try to get out there, if you don't go online dating, if you don't mix with new people, you will never have the opportunity to get to know someone new. You can't wait for people to come to you. If you're trying to get an ex back after a breakup, you can't be negative. You might feel negative, but you can't be. Now, that's not to do with the law of attraction. That's just because negative attitudes are not attractive. If your ex bumped into you in the street and you look really angry, your head's down, you look really bitter, you look upset, you look like you don't have a stable mindset, that is not attractive. They are examples of negativity which won't help you. If you want to improve your job prospects, you can't sit around doing absolutely nothing. You might have to put in the effort and get a new qualification. If you want to earn extra money, there is no point in continuing just to buy lottery tickets. You need to put in effort. You need to think, okay, I want to get this type of job position, this type of income. Maybe it's my own business. Maybe it's something where I work for somebody else, but how do I get there? It takes effort. Make a plan and follow it through. Things very rarely come to you if you sit around doing nothing. So positive versus negative examples are what can get you from point A to point B. But I personally don't believe that manifesting things, visualizing things, I don't believe in the law of attraction in some type of mystical way. But I do believe that positivity can put you on that right path to success, and negativity can send you down the wrong route. So do I believe in the law of attraction? No, not in how it's actually presented, but I do believe in positive thinking. I do believe in living a positive life. And if you want to take that from the law of attraction, if you want to use that as encouragement and something to really push you forward, then that is for you to live by. I don't know for definite whether there is something in this, and nobody else does in the world either, because it is one of those things that can't officially be proven or disproven. Everybody has their own thoughts, and please let me know in the YouTube comments if you believe in the law of attraction. If you believe that this podcast has helped you, then please consider buying me a coffee. The link to do so is in the description.